What's good, B-Sounds? It's your boy Kit Raid, and today we're talking about bulking. How many calories should you be eating? How much weight should you be looking to put on? Should you even be bulking? And if yes, how long for? Let's get to it. Firstly, what is it and is it right for you? A 2002 paper by Rosnick et al. Says that once individual protein requirements are met, energy content in the diet has the largest effect on body composition. And a 2011 paper by Garth et al. States that strength training and positive energy intake are the most important factors related to lean body mass gain. So, 3 things are important if you want to put on as much muscle as possible over a period of time. Protein, that's number 1. Strength training, that's number 2. Positive energy balance, that's number 3. Why that order? Can't build muscle without sufficient protein and a complete amino acid profile. No matter how hard you're training and no matter how hard you're eating, you will just be tearing down the muscle. 2. Strength training. While it's true that a positive energy balance has been shown to have an important anabolic effect, even in the absence of resistance training, when training, you can build muscle in a deficit without putting any real thought into nutrition. I bet that you're here because you've been training for a little while, you made some gains, you liked it, and now you want to see how you can maximize your efficiency and get on the fast train, as it were. If you eat a lot, you'll get fat. If you train a lot, you'll get fit. Training first. 3. A positive energy balance. If you want the ideal conditions for gains, your body's going to want a little something extra to build as well as repair this mighty cathedral of yours. Does it have to come from a caloric surplus? Not always, and we'll get to it. I'm actually going to add a 4th pillar here, which is recovery. You build muscle when you're resting, when you're asleep. Working out causes damage and creates stimulus for that repair and growth. Resting sounds lazy, so think of it as recovery. It's another thing that you are actively doing to get stronger, fitter, bufferer. Getting all these things right, that is what constitutes a bulk. It is not eat big, get big. So if you don't have your protein and training down, get out of here. Get your shit together, come see me later. If you want to learn about protein intake, I have a thorough video. That's going to help you decide where you need to be protein-wise regardless of your circumstance. But if your protein is set and your training is right, you're working out the right balance of smart and hard, let's see if a bulk will suit you and how to pull it off. Step 1, take a good honest look in the mirror, bud. What are you seeing? Would you describe yourself as skinny, skinny fat, decent, yoked, high funk, hilarious? If your body fat is on the moderate to high side of the scale, a bulk isn't for you, not right now. It's just not going to give you the desired effect. A 2000 paper from Forbes shows that in a study on overfeeding, the weight gain of thin people comprises 60 to 70% lean tissues, whereas in obese people, it's 30 to 40%. So if you're already on the fatter side, a caloric surplus is going to produce more fat than if you're on the leaner side. Also, if you aren't already on the leaner side, you already have the excess calories you need to be building muscle in the fridge, baby. You are carrying around. You're in the best position for losing weight and building muscle at the same time. You should definitely go for a recomp, especially if you're a newish lifter. You are all good. The more fat you have to lose, the easier it is to be in a caloric deficit and still build muscle. The newer you are to training, again, the most primed you're going to be to build muscle. Considering that if you do bulk, you'll be gaining less fat-free mass than if you bulk when you're leaner, when you get to the end of your bulk, you're going to have to diet for a lot longer to strip off the fat you gained, plus the fat that you already had, to reveal the Adonis you've been building inside. Why get fatter to get ripped when you could just recomp and get ripped? Build muscle, burn fat at the same time, and then you can choose to bulk when you're leaner and it will produce more beneficial results. Okay, everyone else, you're on the lean side. That gives us 2 kinds of folk. You got naturally skinny guys. You probably struggle to put on weight in the first place. Eating maintenance calories is effort to you. And you have advanced lifters, probably already meticulous about your nutrition. You've built a good amount of muscle already, and those easier gains are good and had. Now you need to try harder and harder and get more things right in order to progress. And a bulk is a great choice for both of you, but the way that looks, the way you're going to execute it is different. Unfortunately, the answer is probably still not ice cream for breakfast. In a study published in 2012 by Garth et al., in two groups of resistance trainers, a group in a moderate calorie surplus and another group being overfed by 600 calories per day. Both groups gained around the same amount of lean body mass, but the overfed group gained around 3 times the fat mass. I think we can all agree that from a life enjoyment standpoint, the less time we have to spend on a diet to look better, the better. So eating over the top and gaining extra fat for little to no muscle gain is not the way we want to go. And from a performance standpoint, being fatter means worse aerobic capacity, which means everything is going to feel harder. You're going to be squatting, carrying, pulling up more useless weight. Let's just not, yeah? So we need to be in a caloric surplus, but not an excessive one. How much is too much? What is the sweet spot? Well, in Jurma Iraqi et al.'s 2019 paper, which describes itself as a narrative review, and I describe as a freaking work of art, they make a recommendation based on training age, which makes perfect sense. A new lifter will build muscle at a faster rate than an experienced one, so they can get away with eating a larger surplus and more of that surplus go into the guns and not the buns. The recommendation they make for a novice is to attempt to gain between 0.25 and 0.5% body weight per week by eating a surplus that is between 10 and 20% above your maintenance calories. Set yourself that body weight goal, keep an eye on the scale and adjust accordingly. You're gaining weight too fast? Back it off. Too slow? Ramp it up. Now for all you experienced lifters, you lean mean protein crushing machines, they recommend up to 0.25% body weight increase per week and eating at a calorie surplus of about 5 to 10% above maintenance calories. Again, keep an eye on the scales. So I can eat 10% ice cream? Sure. If it's whey protein ice cream, sure. As I said, I have a whole video on protein recommendations for all scenarios, so to save going over that again, I'll link it here. But succinctly, I'll just say more than a gram per pound of body weight. There are no deleterious effects to going higher as long as you're also getting enough fats to support your health and enough carbs to fuel your workouts. If you are bulking, you are in a positive energy balance, you are sleeping plenty, and you are getting all the protein you need to build muscle. You have all the ingredients perfectly prepared and laid out. You have to make this count. Now is the time to double down on your training. You need to be providing the stimulus to elevate protein synthesis and make your body make gains. All your ducks are in a row. Now is the time. Train hard, train smart, recover, and do it again. You have a non-refundable ticket to Swolesville, so smash it. Or you'll reach the end of your bulk with more rolls than ripples, and that is not what we're here for. We're getting massive the right way. We're gonna smash this. Intensity, consistency, nutrition, recovery. How long should you bulk for? We've demonstrated that a dirty bulk is good for no one. We're getting quality nutrition, lots of protein, and we're putting on weight at a very modest rate. The best thing about this approach is that it's scientifically proven to be the most effective within current research. But the second best thing about this approach is that because it's a very moderate rate of weight gain, I mean pretty much as fast as you can be building muscle with minimal fat gain, you can keep it up for a long time. And why wouldn't you want to? You can eat more, grow more, stay a healthy body fat percentage for a long period of time. It's the perfect storm. You can grow and keep looking better because the extra fat is going to be dispersed over the extra muscle. Why dirty bulk for a month or two and have 8 weeks of gains and a big old diet to come when you could cleverly and cleanly bulk for 8 months and have 8 months of gains and a much more manageable diet when you decide to strip off the excess and see what you've been cooking in there. Keep an eye on your body fat, look in the mirror. When you stop liking what you see, you could do a mini cut and then carry on, or you could decide to take the elevator all the way down and see them shreds. As long as you're healthy, there's no wrong answer. I am currently on the elevator. I'm trying to get shred nasty. If you want to join me in either direction, do subscribe. I can promise you training, mindset, and nutrition tips that are going to carry you and me a long way down our chosen paths. I'm a little channel. Do us a favor, hit that like button, leave a comment. All that stuff helps out the channel and I would be very grateful. Good luck with what you're doing. It's a noble undertaking and it's got a lot of lessons to teach. I'm with you, brother. And as always, my friends, get them gains. Be well.